That last one was a little bit weak. Today I'm going to do a bit of fighting game irony, right? You know what I mean? From this latest Daisuke post or whatever. Because people are worried that it's going to be too simple or dumbed down or where the fuck they're going to do, right? So I'm going to talk about some of the things that people are saying and just the ridiculous irony of it. And I'm joined today by Pikachu because someone keeps flagging my videos for sexual content. So let's hide the camera from my from me, I guess. So anyway, obviously when you read this, I guess people are worried like, oh, is it going to be too easy or is it going to be dumbed down, blah, blah, blah. Is there going to be auto combos, all this kind of stuff? Well, I want you to think about some of the irony that some of the people in the community are saying, right? You got these people saying like, oh, now first of all, let's remember, I'm not down for, easy stuff in the first place, right? What I mean? I'm against macros and all this kind of bullshit in the first place. Macro this, hitboxes, we want everything, blah, 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 right? So you have the irony of so many in the community that are like, oh my God, I hate auto combos. You can just press one thing and do everything. Like, so many of these people that are complaining that they hate auto combos are the same people that are macroing every single fucking button on their controller. So it's one button. They want hitboxes and hurtboxes. Like, oh, we want one button this, blah, blah, blah. It's like, so you want one button FRCs, one button wave dash, and all this other kind of shit, but you don't want a one button auto combo. Do you realize the fucking irony of this, dude? It's absolutely stupid. Hitbox is okay, hurtbox is okay, all this, but it's okay to have multiple buttons that aren't even in the arcade. Let's map them to everything. One button with this, blah blah blah. But we don't like auto combos. Like, your controller already is a fucking auto combo, you fucking idiot. Like, what are you fucking talking about, dude? Like, such ridiculous irony here, dude. You know what I mean? And the best thing about this too is that I made multiple videos about hitboxes and hurtboxes, whatever the fuck they're called, about macroing and everything like this. I gave multiple objective arguments as to why it's not fair. And no one even argued, dude. Everyone only gave subjective arguments. You know what I mean? Or they said I was stupid, right? Like, well, okay, you're stupid, so you're wrong. It's like, dude, I've given you multiple objective arguments, and no one even. This is like the people that you're arguing with in the video game community, which is generally useless, don't you think, Pikachu? But anyway. So auto combos, you know what I mean? Another thing about Guilty Gear 2 is let's think people, oh, we don't want Guilty Gear to be dumbed down, but we do want to take away things like, like, oh, it's stupid that so many characters have weird hurt boxes, or, we have to deal with the weight of a character, you know what I mean? Besides just the tech buffer. It's like, dude, do you realize that some of this shit is actually the only different thing about Guilty Gear? Some of that stuff is actually what makes it unique. The fact that characters like, say, Johnny, with his hurt box, with the weight of his character, it's deceptive. What combos work against him? Kai, the biggest character ducking, you wouldn't think that just by looking at him, dude, right? Some of the characters get up a little bit different. Some of these little things are actually what makes Guilty Gear different. And that's what makes, I talked about this in another video. When someone scores, like, they get like a random hit off something, right? Being able to get those random conversions off hits in Guilty Gear and really optimize it and do something cool is actually one of the skills of the game because of the weight of characters all being different with the hurt box. You have to know where you are on the screen, etc., dude. Because if you think about Guilty Gear on some surface levels is actually not that complicated. Guilty Gear came out and it had less buttons than Street Fighter. It only had one close normal. It had a forward punch that functioned as multiple, as like an anti-air and a poke and blah, 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 right? Guilty Gear actually had easy shit built into it, okay? And people are arguing we want to take the hard shit out. Do you actually get that? That's the irony here. It's like, we like Guilty Gear, but we don't want it to be too complicated. So let's take away the weight. Let's take away the weird hurt box. Let's take away the characters get, you know, knocked down weird. We don't like that you have to FRC with multiple buttons. So make sure, there's a, or if there's going to only be YRC, make sure we have, enough buttons that we can macro and everything like that. But yeah, let's make it like that. Don't put in a complicated combos. Make everyone have the same hurt box and yeah, lots of button macros. Yeah, but don't have auto combos. What? What the fuck are you talking about? Complete fucking irony, dude. Hypocritical bullshit. You know what I mean? I've said this before. When I got into video games, or got into it, when I first went to my very first tournament, and I was beaten. Like I said, I've talked about tournaments. It's like, oh shit, dude, I'm winning tournaments. I had no idea as a kid, right? I didn't even know I was good at games, like at least that good. I didn't know I could win tournaments. Blah blah blah. I was just playing video games for fun, and it's like, oh fuck, I can win tournaments. What the fuck, dude, right? And when you actually get into video games, you'll see, dude. I know some people want to hate on me because I swear, whatever, right? But I'm more than fucking comfortable having a intelligent conversation about a video game. I've made multiple very long-winded conversations about video games, giving also objective arguments, and people can't even argue them, right? This is what you find out. You find out that a lot of people, or we can like, some people are good at games, but they can't talk about the game. Some people can talk a good game, but they suck at the game, right? This is especially true and getting even worse, especially in today's day and age where so many people are like frame data monsters and like, oh, this frame data, this move is this move is plus this, because this move has this, and it's like, well, Jimmy, can you actually do any of this shit? No. Oh, it's okay. So Jimmy, you hear all this shit, but you fucking suck at the game, bro. And then you have people, oh fuck, I can do this, blah blah. It's like, So anyway, you got people that are good at the game but can't talk about the game. You got people that can talk about the game but aren't good at the game. It's very rare to actually see someone who is actually good at the game and can have an intelligent conversation, right? And that's one of the things I read people talk about games like most motherfuckers can't even talk about games like, dude, you're a fucking idiot, dude. You what the fuck are you saying, dude? And like, I think the scary thing is about this is you got to remember that too, especially again, this is getting even worse in today's day and age with the internet. Making games easier is not bringing in more people. This has already been proven, right? More people played Street Fighter back in the day, right? Way more popular back in the day. The only thing that's different now is that it's more acceptable to be a nerd, right? So it's out there in the open, right? That's why everything is streamed now. It's not that like Street Fighter wasn't as popular as all the fighting games nowadays. Like, do people think like the internet was the same way it was now that it was back in Street Fighter? Again, fucking idiots. But I think that because games are so sponsored now per se, right? Or there's like players are getting sponsored. Maybe there's people that are afraid to actually talk about games and the bad problems with them. Like say Street Fighter 5. More people are coming out that, oh yeah, Street Fighter 5, it kind of sucked, right? There's a lot of problems with it. It's like, why don't you guys admit that Street Fighter 5 was as bad, quotation marks, as it was originally? Why don't you admit how many problems the game had when it first came out? Why don't you admit that this game had all these problems when it first came out? Because these players are being sponsored, right? You know what I mean? They're probably like, oh, well, I want someone to enter the tournament that I might win. You know what I mean? So it's probably some bullshit like that, but not say, oh, Street Fighter 5 is starting to die. Now we can be more honest with our opinions, right? So people can't be honest in the first place. So you end up just listening to all these fucking Jimmies who don't know what the fuck they're talking about in the game, dude. Like Jimmy's going straight fucking Timmy. That's a new different thing. I've been saying Jimmy's. Well, the Jimmys are straight fucking Timmy, dude. Full blown fucking Timmy. They've crossed over to Jimmy to the Timmy zone. Okay. Anyway, it's just ridiculous. I'm reading this hypocrisy of fucking video games, dude. As for what could they do for the new guilty? Oh, and you say, and I said this before too. People don't get that the best auto combos have ever actually been is in Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Like, do you realize that? Dragon Ball Fighter Z is the best auto combos have ever actually been, and I'm not for them, but I'm just saying. Because auto combos actually had a purpose, right? You know, like fuck. Well, the community complains there's too many buttons. We only have 3 buttons. So it's like, well, we got to have an auto combo because we got to add some other different animations in. And people are like, oh, well, auto combos track and they do this. It's like, well, fuck, give them something. There's got to be reasons to do the auto combo, dude, right? It's like, but Bardock's does this, Vegeto's does this, you know what I mean? Now Team Gohan's does this. It's like, well, this is the character, dude. This isn't the auto combo. Why aren't you complaining about Beerus's auto combo tracking? It's yeah, but Beerus isn't good. Why don't you complain about Goku's auto combo tracking? It's like, yeah, but Goku's isn't good. The fucking irony, dude. You guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay, do you see that? Yes. Some moves will always be better with certain characters, dude. Auto combos need fucking something, dude. Oh, well, I mean, they shouldn't be in the game, period, as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, auto combos need something, dude, right? They have a gimmick, which is good. They have different animations, and they track the person, right? That's actually kind of cool and interesting, right? I'm not saying they should, but at least it's something fucking different. And most people, when they complain about it, they're complaining about the characters that have good ones, which means, again, not all characters are created equal. That's a fucking fighting game, dude. Sorry, dude. Now, it sucks that Bardock has it because Bardock is fucking stupid as fuck. I don't know why that character is so popular, dude. He had a cool song in the anime, so they're like, fucking put him in the game, right? You know, I don't know. Bardock, he's a stupid character, but I guess he's popular in the series. What the fuck are you gonna do? Fuck me, dude. Right? I got a fucking Pikachu stuffed animal. What the fuck do I know? Anyway. So anyway, what could they actually do for Guilty Gear for auto combos? Since I would guess that auto combos might be in the game, right? If they're dumbing it down, I don't know what they would do for auto combos, right? You know, I mean, it makes me afraid. I don't think they should be in the game, period. But maybe something weird, like it looks like it has this stage transitions, you know, in the game. Like maybe I thought maybe the stage transitions are going to be how they're going to do the dust button now, right? A different, more flashy dust. Like dusts have been getting more flashy. First they had a sparkly background. Now dusts have evolved into dead or alive stage transitions. I thought that's might what it be, right? But who knows? Maybe auto combos cause a stage transition. Maybe it does something weird like if you have a burst while you do an auto combo, the other opponent can't burst. I mean, I don't even know. That sounds kind of fucking weird too, right? But I'm just throwing something out there. I'd have to actually like think about it like more legitimately. But maybe auto combo stays transition. Maybe it has some kind of gimmick where it has a point, a potential point, but it's not actually necessarily better than the other thing, right? Like I don't know, dude. Like again, because even the burst thing sounds weird because then you might like, oh, well, safer's always better because the person can't burst. I don't know. Maybe a stage transition, you know what I mean? With fucking auto combos. I don't know. Again, I'd have to actually really legitimately think about it. And I haven't thought about it that too much, you know what I mean? I just hope the game is fun. But I mean, who knows if it's even going to be as good as fucking Xrd, and I don't even like Xrd, you know what I mean? So anyway, I just want to talk about the irony of the video game community, and also once again, fuck you to all these fucking people. Like I said, I know I should feel empathetic. I keep seeing people on Twitter constantly like, oh, this person did this person did this. Like, it's pretty hard for me to feel empathetic towards you guys when there's still people that go around making up lies about me to get people to not watch my videos, saying fucked up shit like I faked being sick. People that have gone on stream and said all this terrible shit. Do I need to show the video again of people doing this? I'm supposed to feel empathy. Like, why aren't you guys all? Why aren't you guys why aren't you guys, man, my English is bad today. Why aren't you guys all retweeting this? But you're going to get mad because something happened to a girl? It kind of makes you sound kind of fucked up, actually. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, this happened to a girl, dude. Like, nah, again, I may, you know, it's hard for me to be empathetic and sympathetic towards these people because I know you guys wouldn't fucking do the same for me because I know fucking bullshit happens to me. And don't give me no bullshit like, oh, you've never been sexually assaulted, Clay. I've had people grab my dick, okay? So like, stop that fucking right now, dude. You know what I mean? But I've had people do tons of fucked up shit to me. And you know, at the fighting game community, they try to say that I lie about it, dude, right? When there's actually proof of it. I've had life or death conversations with my doctors before, and people said I lied about that. Do you realize how fucked up the community is for that? For trying to live with this lie and trying to act like it didn't happen? Anyway, so fuck you guys. Again, the whole fucking community is full of hypocrites and just complete irony and just ridiculousness, right? But Anyway, that's my video. Let's see if this video gets flagged for sexual content. I don't know if you can make Pichu look angry. Anyway, the end.